Okay, so this morning I am going to show you how to prevent your sticks from falling off of the. I'm going to show you how to prevent your apples from falling off the candy apple stick and the straw. This happens a little bit too much. I am so familiar with this because it used to happen to me all the time. I've already forgot something, so hold on. You watching that candy? Okay, I had to get my wooden dowel, and this is what I'm going to use. And I am getting some scissors. Okay, so I know the situation all too well. Let me know when that candy reaches 300, or you can bring it to me. So, when you put your stick down in your straw, and when hammer down your stick, the straw never goes in, so you have to like push down, it may bend. Well, I can stop that, and plus 9 times out of 10, sometimes, if you don't have this in good and tight, when you dip, it'll fall off. So what I need to do, first of all, I need to cut. So I have this wooden dowel, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with this. But first, I need to go ahead and cut some of this wooden stick. So let's see. Yeah, that's good. So I'm going to cut all my wooden sticks about that length, so they won't, because these are actually longer than the straw. So I need to cut this down. And these are, you get these from Walmart. So I'm just lining them up and cutting them. But I'm not going to keep you long this morning. I always say that. But what I do first, okay, so this is a candy apple. Oh, this is an apple that has not went through the cleaning process. So this is what your apple will look like if you have not cleaned your apples. I do have a video on how to clean apples, and I'll post that up. But this is what your apples look like if you haven't went through the cleaning process, and this is what they look like when they have thoroughly been cleaned the right way. They will change colors. Okay, so this is what I do. I'll take like a wooden dowel, something I got from the Dollar Tree, and I'll take like my kitchen mallet, and I'll hammer it down. Or you can take a candy apple stick, a wooden candy apple stick, and hammer it down. Okay. So this way, I already know I'm not going to have any issues. I'm not going to have any issues um, with my straw. See, it's really tight. So I'm going to take some paper towel. And because the apple juice came out, you want to make sure that's dry, because if it's not, and I'm going to wipe my apple off, make sure I got all that wax off. But if you don't wipe around this part after you insert your straw, bubbles or a big bubble will come up on top. So you want to make sure this part is dry as well. Hold on, let me make sure my child's watching that Candy. You watching the Candy? Now don't let it burn. When it get to 300, bring it in here. Okay, because I think my candy right now is like 240. So it starts, about 260. It'll start moving pretty fast. So I'm inserting my straw that I cut. I'm inserting my wooden stick that I cut, and I'm putting it inside the straw. Okay. Okay. I get my wooden dowel. Straighten up my apple. This is where I want my stick to go. About right here. See, this doesn't even want to go down. So just imagine if I was trying to put this straw and this thin wooden stick down, it would probably bend. So take a kitchen mallet, a meat tenderizer, or whatever you have, and just hammer it down. Don't use a hammer that you use around the house, because you're dealing with apples. If you do use a hammer, just let it be only for your apples. Okay, I already have the wooden stick in there. See, everything goes down. Everything goes down with no problem. So imagine, I take it out. I just wipe this part down because I don't want any juice or anything to be on the outside, because it will make bubbles on your apple. So I'm going to take my wooden straw that I already cut. And hold on one second. Now y'all know I'll be unorganized. Okay, so you take that. This is what I already cut. You can go ahead and stick this down if you want. And just stick the straw on down in there. So it's not going to come off. It's really secure and tight. So I'm going to kind of move these out the way. I'm on early because the customer wants to pick up at 11 o'clock. See, this doesn't even want to go down. So imagine when you try to put your straw and your wooden stick in these, that ain't gonna work. It's gonna bend, it's gonna do something crazy. So I'm gonna take this out. I'm gonna wipe this, make sure you get that wipe pretty good because the apple juice is coming out. You just want to take your paper towel and just wipe it. Okay. I need to cut some more sticks. Let's see. What did I do with my scissors? Okay. Okay, I have my stick. Move some of these apples out the way. Okay. So I have my stick here. Put my stick down in the apple and just put my straw over. There we go. That wasn't down deep enough in the apple. I always give it a shake. The best thing to do is give this apple a shake, and this way you know it's not, a good hard shake. And this way you know it's not going to fall off when you're dipping your apple. You want to dip. That's why I give mine a good shake. Because you see, at first, if I didn't push down that straw all the way down in there, it would have came off while I was dipping my apple. And when your apple falls off in that candy, off the stick, you got a big mess going on. So I know that was something that used to happen to me all the time. So I wanted to show you guys how to do this so you don't have to go through the same thing I went through. So I go halfway down my apple, take that back out. Wipe that juice. Get some more paper towel. I got to put a speed on it because that candy is going to be at 300 in no time. Okay, put my stick down. Make sure that straw is down in there good and tight so it doesn't fall off. My paper is bending. I'm gonna have to check on this candy because that child of mine to go back to bed. Hey, what that candy on? No, you need to be in front of it. Because it'll be at 300 in no time. It's on 260. What is on? Yeah, so that candy getting ready to get done. Stay right there in front of it. Okay, so again, you take your wooden dowel. This is not the stick that you're going to use, but you need a wooden dowel first. See how hard that wooden dowel is to even get down in there? So imagine putting your candy apple stick and straw in there. So you take that out. You place your straw down. You shake it. Shake it real good. Shake it hard. That way you know your apple is not going to come off in that candy. Okay. So you get your wooden dowel. This is a wooden dowel I got from the Dollar Tree. I think 6 come in the pack. So you beat that down halfway. Take it out. Wipe your juice down. Is it at 280? Wipe that juice. Because if you don't wipe that juice, again, you're gonna have a big bubble up on top. Okay, I need to cut this straw. I couldn't find my wire cutter, so I just take these scissors and cut that. I stick that straw down, or wooden stick down. I give it a good shake, because if this apple falls off while I give it a good shake, it's not in there tight. So I give it a good shake. Okay. Just get this wooden dowel. Just wipe that down in there. I take my straw or my wooden stick for my straw. I don't know why I keep calling this a straw, but I take this and just, cut it. Put my straw on. And some juice came out, so I'm going to wipe that again. What that candy read? A little over 280. Okay, so it's getting ready to be 300 in no time. It's on 280. I need to move a little faster. I said that a few minutes ago. So these are going to be decorative candy apples. So I charge $8 per apple. Because as you can see, this is a lot of time. These candy apples can take a lot of your time. I can't remember if did I already? No. Is it 300? Now don't let my candy burn. So I think someone just came in. So what I'm doing is taking a thicker wooden dowel, to make a wider hole so my thinner wooden stick will go down in the apple and the straw. And I give it a shake. It should be at 300 by now. Don't let that candy burn. Hi, Rose. So I'm taking this wooden dowel. See, it's kind of hard for the wooden dowel to go down in this apple. Take that out. Wipe the juice down. Wipe off my apple. I'm going to cut my stick because it's too long. Stick the stick down in the apple halfway. And give this a good shake. Okay, it's on 300. Hold on, guys. My candy on 300. That's past 300. Okay, so this is my candy. I'm going to let that cool off some. I'm going to go ahead and finish some of my apples up. I'm moving too slow. Okay. I believe that went over 300 degrees. Oh, I got to get my spatula. When you have these children doing something, they always doing something wrong. So I'm going to put a little white. This is what I'm using. Yeah, this went over 300 degrees. These kids, you depend on these kids, they'll let your candy burn. So I usually put all of my everything in the pot at the same time, including flavor. I'm using Soft Pink, Hobby Lobby brand. My house is really cold right now. So the colors, I'm gonna have to stand up. Let me see, make sure I got this color right. I'm gonna add just a little bit more. The colors are pink and gold. So it's for a little girl that's turning 16 today. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and get my apple dip. I wasn't planning on dipping these apples right here. I was just going to show you guys. I was just showing you guys how to, you know, get your straws and your wooden sticks in. But I'm going to go ahead and dip them while I'm right here, so you can see how I dip. So basically, you just make sure your apple is all the way down good in the pot. You see how, I don't think, okay. Okay, remember I was saying make sure you wipe the apple good. I don't think I got a chance to wipe that apple, or a bubble will pop right there. Okay, you can pop it with the, the apple stick. Sometimes it'll work, sometimes it don't. Okay, in this case, it worked. Make sure you use parchment paper. Don't let your candy apples touch, because if you do, that's another problem you're going to have on your hands. Let's see, I'm trying to get in here so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay. I'm just scraping the extra candy off. I'm like taking too long today. And this is the 411 candy apple recipe. No, did I use the 411? No, I didn't use the 411. I'm experimenting with the 5. I'm going to see how this goes before. And this one I put 5 cups of sugar because I'm trying to use less sugar. So this is the 5, and I think I'm going to have to just stick with the my other recipe because the candy is getting too hard now. So yeah, I recommend doing that the recipe with 6 cups of sugar, 6 cups of sugar. Because I don't even have, I'm gonna have to go make some more candy. So yeah, I would recommend doing my original, the one with 6 cups. See, I had she told me to dip 16 apples. She's turning 16. So, but I'm going to do 18 anyways because I had 2 extra ones. So, I recommend using, anytime you have over 8 apples, I recommend doing the 6 cups of sugar, 3 to 4 cups of water, and 1 cup of corn syrup. That way you're going to have enough candy to cover a lot of apples. I was experimenting today. This was actually a video on how to, you know, get your sticks on the apples so they don't fall off. But if you guys have any other questions, just comment below. And I have to go make some more candy for these apples. So 3 cups of sugar with the 311, the 411, and even with the 5 that I just experimented with, it's not going to cover a lot of apples. So, but at least I was able to show you guys how to get your stick and straws on to prevent your apples from falling off the stick when you're dipping your apples. So I hope you all have a good morning and enjoy the rest of your weekend that you have left. And I'll see you. I'm going to try to get those pretzels in tomorrow. I said I was going to do them today, but I know I had this to do. But I'll get those pretzels, a couple more pretzel videos going starting tomorrow. But you all have a great morning. Bye. Bye, Rose. Bye, everyone. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share my videos. Bye-bye.